All right, let's see what we got here. La la la. Okay, we got audio. We are good to go. That's cool. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now I'm visible. Cool. Okay, I'll put those there. This whole time is right in my face. I did not know that. Did you get me? No, 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 no. You only to take me. No, no, no. The trouble that you gave me. No, 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 no. The trouble that you gave me. Is there anything you love? Dun, dun, dun. Using the Xbox One controller. All right. Let's check the store real quick. I don't think there's anything in here. Right now, of course, okay, Motocross came out. It's dope. Well, let me use the controller now. Okay. Pro games, I might try Guilt out too. We got online today. Ash is playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's dope. Alright. I was playing some Final Fantasy 15. Cool, cool. Destiny 2 by Kilroy. Alright, we see Stadia 1 playing some Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I need to finish that game. Dope, dope, dope. Alright. To discover more what we got in the lineup so far. Now, of course, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is a bit steep for me. Attack on Titan 2. I think I tried that demo on the Switch. I really wanted to enjoy that, but I really couldn't get into that too much. But Borderlands 3, of course. The Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I think I already have that on Switch. Darksiders Genesis, I could play a bit more of that. Okay. And the Monster. Unfortunately, I'm not so good at these NBA games, which is too bad on my part. All right. All right, cool. Well, go ahead and get this started up real quick. What you're gonna do? Get back into some Metro and try that out. As soon as the chat fills up, we are going to discuss what is new to the channel. And that's what we're going to do. No, this game needs to be turned up. All right. Oh, let's get back to the screen here. What is going on, Zero Game, for me? Game prices are really high. I only buy when they are on sale. I can't wait. Yeah, definitely. you know, especially the games being older games. Um, at this point, it's just not worth it for me to put $60 down on those games. Again, if they were highly anticipated games for me, I'd I'd probably drop the cash, no problem. But moving forward, would I have such a problem with that? I wouldn't say so. If the games again are something that I want to play and they're new day and date with the current platforms at the time, I wouldn't have too much of an issue with it. Yeah, but now, no. Discount prices for sure, and discount prices in general, of course, are the best. Shoot, if I can get an immediate discount price on it right away, I'd go for that. Thanks for being the first to jump in, by the way, man. Thanks for jumping in, my fellow PFG. So we're gonna continue on some Metro here. And again, when the chat fills up a little bit, I'm gonna make an announcement about what I want to do with this segment on my channel. I think it'll be pretty exciting news. Hopefully it works out. But yeah, I think it's what I want to do. Let's try this game out. I love the Metro franchise. How you doing today, by the way, Zero Games? Are you in the States or are you in another location? What time is it for you?
There were no survivors of the last war. We are alone on this planet. And in the Metro, it's common knowledge.
I forget how much they... Actually, I hadn't forgot how much they talk. I just know they talk so much in this game. All right, let me go ahead and turn it up a little bit. Because I know I turned it down quite a bit. Yeah. It's video options. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be sneaking here.
Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them.
How did I just know that was supposed to happen? You're in Europe. All right. Oh, it's 5 p.m. Okay, it's not too bad then. You're up too late. All right. Shout outs to Europe. Thanks for tuning in. I always enjoy having you here. I wish that person would quit talking. He's like, crouch over. It's easier to not be seen if you crouch over. It's like, I kind of got it, man. You could use hand gestures, you know. Nah, I get it. It's just a game tutorial. What is he doing? Is he giving me hand gestures now, or was he supposed to be doing something? What's going on, Ashes to Ashes? Thanks for coming through. Okay, so X is the punch button. Ooh, kidney punch and a headbang. Turn him into a metalhead. Let's see.
Wait a moment. Wait.
Said a bunch of my employees are over in the UK and Europe, so I know about the pain of time differences. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, what's up, famo? Man. Oh, he did tell me to wait, didn't he?
He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door.
Is that so? I thought we were gonna jump into that fan over there.
Try distracting him. Look, there's some garbage around. Throw some.
Why don't you just throw it?
Great. Now throw it.
Let's sneak, sneak, sneak. Dude, I can't open the door. You must have to open it. Uh-huh.
Go through. Come on.
I see.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, Ashes. Like I said, when the chat feels a bit more, I'm gonna make a announcement for this segment. A change will be made. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why can't I control this part? At least let me have a little bit of a, what do you call it? QTE or something, man. That'd have been fun.
Oh my god! You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge?
Got this line of blood across my head. I think I'm a little hurt. Okay.
Don't move.
We're at war. One task won't be enough for you now. You
What is this equipment?
This is the universal broadband radio jammer.
Oh, announcement. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd just say in about another 10 minutes or so, I'll announce it. You know, just give people an opportunity to get in.
Do you hear that, Artyom? You were right all along. Do you see?
I like to get this blood cloud from over the top of my head, though. I know that much.
It's not
I
just
should have went ahead and
it's the whole world.
used that med kit when they were trying to advise me earlier.
What for?
Switch the lights on and off. Good. Playing with the lights at a time like this. Okay. Good morning, Glam Gangster. Oh, thanks for joining us, beautiful. Oh, she ain't playing no games.
All the guards will be here soon.
Artyom,
You with us, huh?
you have to run. Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Well, thank you.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go.
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, then God willing, I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope. Be careful.
Alright, we're masked up and ready. This dude here. Okay, he ain't coming. Alright, that's right. He ain't coming. Cool. Let's do it.
Can't really see well with the snow.
Zero says, not sure how I feel about the accents in this game. It kind of irritates me. I don't know why, though. Does it now?
You'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice.
Okay, let me get rid of this. This blood across the top of my head, man. That's a little eerie, a little annoying.
Incoming, two of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
How many rounds do I have? 9 rounds? Yeah, it's just not. 3 rounds of that, huh? Oh shit. If I can get some ammo off, I can't get any. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. I don't want to swap the weapon. I just wanted the ammo. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus. Wait, where are these people? Okay.
There he is, up there. Oh, visual on the enemy. We got him down.
Oh, and here's the guy right here. Okay. I guess he just can't see very far. Okay, I get the B. That's right. Take the ammo. I need to go back and get. Jeez, that was close.
One more down.
Give me ammo, punk. Did I swap out again? Really? Okay. Let me go back and see if I left ammo over here real quick. Yeah, I did. Okay. I guess we're maxed. Oh, he got me going down. That was good. That was smart. Yeah, voice acting can be hit and miss. Yeah, it's definitely true. Definitely true.
Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice. Artyom, incoming. Two of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Okay, I gotta be a bit more slick here. I gotta make sure I aim precisely. She's talking about cover. I haven't heard any shots coming from up there with her. What has she been doing to help? Damn. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice. Artyom, incoming. Two of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
I guess I'll just try to avoid them then. Oh, that's probably why I hadn't even actually healed myself. That probably would have helped, huh? Okay, I'm not gonna avoid him. Fuck that. I'm gonna get this guy. There we go.
It's us, covering you. Got one.
Oh, okay, I do hear her up there. I was like,
One more down.
why does he keep doing that? Okay, that works. Okay, so they are fighting with her. Okay, okay.
unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately.
Great job, Artyom.
Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice.
Cool. Whew.
You can take the mask off, Artyom.
Is coming back online.
Yeah, Division 2. Damn your pump. That's what's up. What's a beautiful looking game? Division 2 or Metro? Okay, full on ammo. Do I need ammo here? Oh, just that one. Okay. Okay, there we go. Cool. Put in a reload. Cool. All right. All right. Ooh. Damn. Oh, he's right there. Boy, the aiming on this shit is Wozak. What? 2 rounds, my dude. Oh, damn. Metro. Yes, Metro is definitely. It's always been a beautiful game. Always such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. And I was always impressed with their AI. I'm not so much impressed with their AI in this game, though. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I'm kind of taking a little ass whipping, I didn't see those dudes up there. But maybe I just have to, go in a little further into the game to see how impressive they are. Okay.
Artyom, try going down that ladder ahead. Just be careful.
Okay. Perhaps I should listen to her. Do I have on my ammo? Let's see. Did it make me leave everything? Okay, it saved it. All right. We got 5 people or 4 people here. What? What was that about? I wouldn't. Oh, I guess I pressed the Xbox button for that. No? Okay. Guess not. How much ammo I got on here? Okay, there we go. Took homeboy ass out. Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bitch. The fuck? Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get up. Okay. Man, that was close, bro. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Did you guys see that shit? Motherfucker was just standing there watching me jack his homeboy. I thought I'd kill both of them. You're a fucking lame ass, dude. Yeah, hopefully the AI is a bit smarter than this in the next, bit of the game. I'm hoping that just because I'm in the early stages of this that it is so easy. That is crazy. Dude was just like, oh my god, he just killed those guys And he's like taking stuff out of his backpack. What do I do with this semi-automatic rifle? Semi-automatic rifle in my hands. What the fuck do I do? Oh, hell nah, bro. I mean, he just let me straight take his ass out. That's crazy. This guy can't figure out where I am. Damn, the aiming on here is so fucking weird to me. Okay. That was wild shit right there, man. I guess I'm full on everything. Okay. Well, let me grab it. Now, where's that ladder? Oh well. Seriously? Must be wearing 100 pounds worth of shit. Man.
All clear.
Okay.
Is on you. Let's sprint to your Mac, Artyom.
Whoa, fuck. Come on, man. I'm experiencing more trouble with the environment than I am the actual enemies. I did not expect that.
Am I glad to see you here?
Boy, I got chained up. What you guys talking about?
I'm fine, thank you.
Ashes says, go into the settings and change sensitivity preset to 2 and then jack sensitivity up.
Be ready now.
Trust. Sensitivity preset? What do you mean, for analog, or is that you talking about the game difficulty? Ah, I should have listened to what the hell they were saying. They probably wanted me to do something, like fight some people or something. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do, turn this thing. I'm pretty sure they want me to turn this thing now. Let's see. No, guess not. Fuck, I wish I'd have listened. Can't get through there. Maybe I need to just get up here then. Can't get up here though. Who's over here busting shots? Oh, they're up top. Okay. That's a girl, okay.
Come on, Artyom, we don't have all day.
Okay, that's what I was supposed to do. Cool.
Alert! All groups, to the hangar!
Visual on the enemy!
Of course, I got no more ability to hit. Oh, they're up top. Shit. Damn, I was hoping I can blow those damn tanks up. Jeez. Oh, to fix aiming. Okay, yeah. It's a little slow. Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah. I I should definitely do that. Let's see. Oh, it's at 4 already. Jeez. Let's see, sensitivity. Let's do that. Let's do a little more, actually. Let's turn it up. That's better. Yeah, because it make it real weighty.
Turn the turntable on.
Okay, after this whole thing goes down, we'll go ahead and get into what it is I'm doing with the channel. Damn, it lit me up.
Stealing the fucking train! Do it now!
There we go. There we go. Shit.
That was intense. Are you okay? Artyom?
Yeah, let's shut the light off, save electricity.
More guards. Get them.
Where? Oh shit. Okay, we good?
Here, Artyom.
Now I gotta help you out with.
Let's do
Okay,
this
so
together.
finally this thing comes with some use.
Just a little. Yes.
Kill them!
Artyom, come on. Yes.
You're going to ram the gate!
He's a beast. What's going on, Charles? Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on. Appreciate you coming through.
We did it. Yeah.
Zero Games for me says Stadia gives me the best image quality over GeForce Now, and GeForce Now is really blurry even when setting the bitrate to max in the settings. Wow. That is definitely good to know. What?
Alright, shoot these two. And as for the engineer,
And they always getting caught, man.
don't you dare give me lip, soldier. Here, the colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here. Anna.
Dad!
Damn.
Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell? Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about surprise. Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
Alright, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? Ah, it doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line. No, the Watchers won't let
No, I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What is
in the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir?
people
Well,
from
let's
other
not get
cities,
lost.
dead! All of them, women, children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road. The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark. Is there a safe place to stop nearby? Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser. All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they'd be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
Captain
I'll
Champ.
fight for the guys no matter what. Of course. Artyom, Anna, they are
The
with
order
us.
leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air.
Hmm.
I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone. The whole fucking
Ashley said
world.
this game is great so far. Yeah, lots of story for sure, by the way. Yeah, you like to hug Hannah. Yeah, she was so upset. I know. Artyom tried, but she was like, "Get the fuck off of me! I'm going through my emotions right now. You don't try to soothe me. Let me roar." That thing is going crazy. Oh shit! Now we're gonna have to pause it real quick because I did want to tell you guys. So we got what about another half an hour before the 11 o'clock mark. What I want to do with the channel, or not with the channel, but with this segment in the channel, is actually make this more of a gameplay / podcast kind of event. So basically, I'll start the first hour, playing a game. We'll get into whatever gameplay we're having. And then if you guys have any questions about anything that may have been going on, any kind of news, any kind of subject, gameplay, whatever it is, you can start filling the chat. In that second half of the show, which would be like, so say for instance I do this Thursday and Friday for 2 hours. So that second hour, I'll end the game. We can just chill. Maybe I'll have some gameplay playing in the background, so there's still something to watch. But we can then focus more on conversation. And even sometimes I can open up the Discord, and have someone else actually be speaking in that segment as well. And, we can go from there and just kind of have a, kickback more of a podcast. And I'll talk, maybe even then I'll talk about some particular topics that I've, seen or read about or whatever. And we'll go from there, and I'm going to open up that way. I had a question. I forget who was it that's asked me that question. But yesterday, it was just by accident that I opened up my camera and, had the full screen view of my camera. And I was speaking, and a viewer hit my comments. Once the video was already posted, I'm going to go ahead and give them a shout out. Let's see. Who were they? Oh, yeah. Rick Tone. He actually asked me the first question that was asked, and first question he asked, he says, "Do you have a podcast?" And I was like, man, you know what? It's funny because it was kind of like a podcast setting at the time when we were doing a lot more talking yesterday. I said, you know what, I do like, I enjoy the gameplay. I enjoy playing games, but of course, I enjoy talking and, getting with the community and having conversations surrounding games and, just the industry as a whole. But, you can't do too much talking when you're trying to play a game. So, I don't know. Do you guys think that's a good idea? Let me know in the comment section if that's a good idea to have, one half of it opening up as people kind of fill in. We can watch gameplay and talk a little bit, as the game goes. But then the second half, we can get more into conversation and be focused more on that aspect where, again, it's more of a podcast type setting. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, let's get back into this gameplay in the meantime.
The warning, if you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some armor. And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said a thing.
This is our last warning. Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Okay, we'll stop it. But I must warn you,
some good steps. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Damn.
Your grenades will barely scratch their paint, so how about from these? Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Our team will do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he started it all, and he better do something about it. Artyom, leap over as soon as we
Yeah, she's even more pissed now.
I will distract him in the meantime.
Plastic
Is that you, Yakov?
Yeah, so cut the shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion, treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
So my backpack is just
Where are you
full.
taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No. I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see
There's
a
a
trial.
frame here.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, maps? Defense plans? You want
Dude,
to
what
buy
the
yourself
fuck am I
a
supposed to
seaside
do?
retirement without
Okay.
life? You damn cripple.
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
We're getting closer. Unit 13 at the ready.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I should be on this side. Let's see if there's another option.
Time's up, Colonel Miller. Easy. We are slowing down. But the brakes on this thing are busted. Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
Oh, shit. Come on, bro. Why you gotta be like that? Okay, I guess that was the only other option. Okay. What is this? Nothing. Okay. Damn. I'm gonna take some chances. What's up, Chariot Man Gaming? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. Whew. Fuck that. Let's do or die. Ain't no surrender. New filter. No, boy, what are you doing? Jeez. Well, homicidal and suicidal. Killing all you motherfuckers. I don't give a damn, you my people and that shit. Wait a minute now, who was shooting me from the left? Ashton says he likes the idea a lot. Okay, you like the idea a lot. That's what's up. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, in the second half, or in about 15 minutes, we'll go ahead and we'll end the gameplay, and we could talk about the game itself. We could talk about the gameplay. How bad I was. We can talk about different things. Just whatever. But you can go ahead and start filling that up right now. With your thoughts, because we're gonna definitely turn this over into a podcast-like segment. And of course, I like to open it up to guests, that'll come on. and it'll probably be a bit more conversation focused on Stadia Super Saturday, since I'll have an hour for the show then. Oh, so somebody's shooting over here. The fuck? Oh, that tripped me out. Like, who the fuck is shooting? Am I just bugging, or is there rounds coming? Oh, they're just... Oh, they must be deflecting from back there. Okay, I see. Somebody just shooting rounds. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Oh, so... Okay. Are there rounds bouncing off the wall? Is that what that is? Ah! Man, this motherfucker moves so slow. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure to hit the like button. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, I definitely want to have that happen. I gotta make it through this before the time ends, y'all. Come on, I gotta make it through this little joint here.
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You, your lackey, your daughter, you'll all be treated not like this.
Damn, I should have taken my time there, huh? Ooh, I don't know how to say your name. XAJJK. I know you've come on here before. God dang, I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, love the conversation. Do that. Okay, I appreciate that. I will definitely be doing that. So this would be like a gameplay / podcast segment. Stadia. I'll call it Stadia Live Podcast from here on out. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll get to enjoy, a bit of gameplay. And again, like I said, bring the questions and everything, get it all packed up. The community get together, everybody talk, chat with each other, and then we'll turn it into a, kind of a roundtable conversation where everybody gets to chime in and, we talk about the thing we love most. Ooh. Oh boy, I've got no health. I know there's one more. Oh, two more. Okay. Oh, this shooter has never been about precision shooting. They're always kind of all over the place with your gun. You're not supposed to be like some super badass in this game. But oh my God, come on now. I know I've only got like one bullet to hit me and I'm down. Okay, we're good. All right. Give me that ammo. All right. Did I get any packs? No. Bruh. Motherfucker. Alright, let's go. I'm right behind you, that motherfucker Jones. Oh shit. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, dude, like. Oh, okay, so he slowed him down. That's what he, okay, that's what's up. That's smart. Boy, y'all better speed up. Otherwise, it's gonna be some real trouble. Oh, ooh. Okay. They made it. Now press the Xbox button to get the, oh no. Oh, okay, so the Xbox button is still gonna work for the recording. That's pretty cool. So with the Xbox button, it looks like they want to allow me to hit the Stadia friends menu. I didn't know that. With the Switch, I can still do it if I hit the home button. Oh yeah, I'm using the Xbox One controller, by the way. I've just been experimenting with the different controllers, see how everything feels. Everything works good.
The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
And remember, I said that every Stadia or every Super Stadia Saturday, we're gonna have giveaways. So be prepared for that. Just Saturday here, I might just go ahead and start doing that now, right? But yeah, every Saturday we'll do the giveaways, and that one will be more. I think that I'll make that one more conversation based, and I'll just have gameplay that I've done already playing in the background because I won't have as much time. I'll just have an hour, so we can just get right into conversation and hanging out while watching some gameplay. From Stadia, of course. What do you guys think about that?
More or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stefan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created, a network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs, so that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. It was one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict "you talk, you die" policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. And look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we're traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? And there's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about. Wait a moment, what was that?
Everyone's still loyal to the cause. Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location.
Listen, everyone.
Cherry Man says, "That's what's up. I've been hearing about the Super Saturdays. Yeah, a lot about Super Saturdays. Yeah. We're gonna be doing that, man. Yep. I'll be doing the Super Saturday. I'll have the Stadia Live now called Stadia Live Podcast. I'll be having that on from 10 to 11 o'clock. And like I said, I'll just go ahead and make that, since it's an hour long, I'll make that a conversation focused podcast with gameplay that was pre-recorded on Stadia. That way you can still get to see the gameplay footage, running on Stadia, the way it really does, and some of the gameplay I've done, while I hadn't been recording live, and we can have, good conversation and talk about, one of our favorite hobbies. And that'd be a great thing. And of course, those giveaways, man. Who will win every week?
I think the moment calls for. Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were
Yeah,
deceiving.
definitely from the Stadia gaming community. Word. It's definitely a Stadia community thing.
To the Urals. So we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bullshit at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Oh, come on.
Aurora, the rolling goddess of dawn, and a cruiser of, you know what?
That's better.
Not bad. I like it.
He tried.
Beautiful name. Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what? Now,
Yeah.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to
Aurora. All right.
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That's
Artyom been at it for a minute.
Yermak, full steam ahead.
Hi.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
Oh, Anna. I was expecting an arrow from a Cupid, but I got a bullet
Okay.
from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Okay, why am I stuck in this position?
How long have you been working with... Look, Artyom, you should at least get some of that fresh air. No mask. This is what you've always dreamed about. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right. Don't worry. There's not much left to tell. About a year, I guess. At first,
So many guys and just one woman. I'm telling you, man. She's got her pick of the litter, doesn't she?
muted migration observers. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they
And
loaded
she's like the baddest in the crew, too. Like, she's a badass.
the guards, took them outside, and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew
King
that
Clop
happened
20.
years ago.
I'll make sure to add you.
A few days later, I was coming back from a
Let me see if I can
Stopped,
open here real quick. I know.
went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Did they really, like, make me have to stand here and
Safer to believe. But then
look at this map while they talk? Do I really have to do this right now?
the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies.
I'm about to set up Stadia now. About dang time, my man. Jeez, brother.
Saw you, and then Artie.
I was harping on you yesterday, man. I was just giving you a hard time. But seriously, bro. Seriously, bro.
Just keep these things.
Where you at, man? Where you at?
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
I don't think I've ever stared at a game map so long in my lifetime.
Train engineer. I worked on the ring line.
All right, well, you know what? We're just going to have to go ahead and quit here. Are you sure you want to proceed on save game pro? Okay, well, you know what? If I have to do that again, I'll let that just play. But there's that. That was a lot of fun. Go ahead and exit the game. That was an excellent stream. Let's go ahead and close that up. We're going to go ahead and switch this over to camera. Close this out. Cool. And then let's get some good old jams going. Let me chat up here. Word. Yeah, Cherry man. Welcome to the goddamn family, bruh. Nah, he been in for a minute. He just ain't set up for a while. I've been giving him a hard time. He was talking about he's gonna set up his Stadia on the 1st. Okay, it's the 7th, brother. It's the 7th, brother. Where you at? But nah, man, I'm happy for the man. He been on PFG with me for years, man. He's always consistent. You know, he's always supporting the community, man. Good dude. Great channel. That's what we definitely need to get back into is that channel. You know, that's what I'm excited about. He get that Stadia gameplay. He get his channel up, man. He make good content. Good people. Definitely welcome. Always welcome, you know. But yeah, you guys, what you guys want to talk about, man? I heard that there was 2 games from Ubisoft coming. What was it? The Crew 2 and The Division 2. 2 games that I'm excited about. I definitely was very excited about The Crew 2. And the funny thing is, when that game was announced, I think I had just given up my Xbox One. You know, I was pretty much done with Xbox at the time. And I ended up getting a Switch. And of course, The Crew didn't come to that, unfortunately. But I was always excited about that game. So I know I'm going to support that one. I hope they just don't bang us over the head with the price. But it's probably a good chance it's going to be full priced. The Division 2, I really liked the first one. I hadn't really looked too much into the second one. But, man, I enjoyed the first one a lot. So I may give that one a go, too. Again, it all depends on pricing at this point for me. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about those games or not? What else we got here? Look up some things. Is there anything you love? Actually, I can put it right here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I think those games are supposed to come out before the end of March, right? Going to stadiasource.com. Uh-oh. Okay, you can hear me now. I don't know why that just muted. Thank you for that, because I was sitting there running my mouth. I was going to say that's really good news, Zero Games from me, that you are interested in, the Division 2, man. I actually hadn't checked much of it out since at the time the game was announced. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Since the game was announced and launched, I didn't have an Xbox anymore. So I was on Switch exclusively at the time. So I didn't waste my time checking it out, but I did really enjoy the first one. So, they can't be that far off, huh? Should be improved. Okay, cool. Thank you, Glam. I appreciate that, because I would have been sitting here running my mouth and saying nothing. Let's see. I got some news here about Activision being coy about stating in the last earnings call. What are they talking about? Scotty says, okay, increasing level of support to Stadia. Okay. So Duncan posted a segment here about Activision being coy about Stadia in its last earnings call, and Colin Sebastian, I guess, an analyst, asked Cody Johnson about their relationship with Google and how that will increase the level of support for Stadia, basically. And it looks like he's saying, let's see, I'm going to read a bit of it here. He says, Bobby mentioned, and really today in an interview, I don't know, I guess that was earlier today in an interview, we've had a long-standing relationship with Google. That's been great. We are thrilled to formalize that into a deeper partnership over multiple years. Okay. There's really two big pieces to it. The first is on sort of a global IT infrastructure. And then the second is on what really is just a fantastic content platform in YouTube. Okay. So in the first piece, we have what we have the opportunity to do is have a more efficient and better delivery on the back-end services and infrastructure handled by our partner. Okay, that's cool. And their great expertise. Okay. Allows them to free up the resources and developers and mindshare to focus on what we do best. Okay, which is making content, getting it out to the hands of our players faster, in a faster cadence. Cool. On the content side on YouTube, there's 200 million gamer viewers on YouTube. And it's just a tremendous opportunity to bring our platform to a new audience there. We think not only just in the way that players can experience it today, put new modes and formats, okay? And also YouTube's a great on-demand viewing platform, okay? Okay, let's see. There are other pieces to this deal where there's real value. We think in terms of how we utilize their platform and how they help us build more reach and engagement to our ecosystem, or in our ecosystem. Okay. And not in this deal. Okay. And you mentioned it as Stadia. Okay. Not in this deal. And you mentioned it as Stadia. There could be game streaming experiences that are driving to the consumer. We continue to watch with interest and will make appropriate assessments as we go forward to figure out our own next step there. But I think what it points to, I guess, is just as the last thought, a broader point, which is over the last 2 years, we've been talking about these large technology players that are coming to our space at scale. Okay. What we said is we see this tremendous opportunity as a content provider to take advantage of where we sit in the space. And this we could use an example. It's just a large amount of value for us as we go forward, and we think we're only even better positioned for other partnerships as we take next steps. Okay. So, I mean, they're obviously seeing how well this does before they get into it. I mean, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. He says, I hope Stadia will support 60 frames per second in all games. Yeah, that's definitely up to the developers. You know, I mean, of course, unless for some reason they just can't handle it, which I doubt would be an issue. But yeah, that's definitely up to developers, you know, what they want to do. So hopefully, I hope so as well, because it's a good standard. I mean, having most games just run so smoothly in Stadia is just, man, I love it, you know. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Activision is kind of taking a wait and see approach, which, I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of players in the game who you want to see who's coming into the game, and you want an opportunity to make the best deals, you know, since you know there's other people who really want a chance at getting your IP. I guess you want to see who's going to come with the best proposition. At this point, I think Google is definitely in the better position, and I'm sure that they'll come around. But I mean, we may have to wait maybe a year. Maybe there's something. Maybe they don't want to talk about it. But it looks like they haven't really made any kind of solid decisions at this point. But yeah, make sure to check out the full article because there's definitely more there in at Stadia Source. That's really good. That's real good, man. But yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Not too much news. Not too much news. What you guys been playing lately, though? I ain't gonna front. I've been playing a whole lot of Rage 2. I've actually beat the game to a point where it actually went to the credits. And I guess since there's DLC, or since I have the DLC, I'm not sure. I have to look at somebody else's completion of the first portion of the game. It just continued me from that point. It was weird because if that is the end of the game without having the DLC, I would say that's one of the worst endings in a game I've ever played in my life. Rage 2. Gameplay is amazing. Story is, it's all right. I mean, you know, it's all about the combat, really. But that ending was just, that was, I don't know, man. I'd have to see if that's actually the ending of the game, because I mean the credits rolled and everything, but if it is the ending, that just took the story from an okay story to like straight trash. Seriously, good game though. Good game. If you can get it at a discount price, I definitely recommend it, because like I said, the gameplay is bar none. I don't think I've ever played a shooter that is as intense, fun, fast-paced, and just fluid as that. I mean, honestly, I didn't even really play through Doom 2016, but I don't think Doom could stand up to that. Maybe the new Doom, because they have some abilities that look like they're familiar to what is in Rage 2, but yeah, man, that game is like the most fast-paced, super powered, badass shooter I've played ever. Yeah, ever. Yeah. So yeah, what you guys been playing? Holla at me. Let me know what's up. Let's see what's my stuff. I ordered some things here. I've got a new clip coming for my my Stadia controller. Was it called the Claw? So I can play on mobile a bit more efficiently. I have one, a generic one, but it's not really designed to fit on that controller. It's designed to fit on the Xbox One controller, and I just prefer not to use it on that. But once I get that clip in, I'll do some comparisons of Stadia on the mobile versus xCloud on the mobile. We had some comparisons, but I'd like to just give my own example of how it actually looks and how it works, man. There's just a night and day difference, man. Night and day. Night and day, seriously. All right, zero games for me says finished Rise of the Tomb Raider recently. Still have to go back and do some stuff I missed. Currently playing through Metro, right on. And Grid is my go-to game, no doubt. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I had Grid, man. I should have kept it too. Actually, I went and got a refund on it, and then there was the sell, and I should have gotten the sell price, man, but I didn't. I think I ended up picking up. I ended up picking up Rage, and something else. I forget what I picked up. But I was like, man, that's cool. I'll just wait on that. I shouldn't have done that, man. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Rage too, and then of course Ghost Recon. I haven't played it in a little while, but Ghost Recon, that's been my go-to. Rage 2 and Ghost Recon. I need to finish Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and that game is good. But Rise of the Tomb Raider was really good. Did you like it? It didn't have the best story between the three, but I think the gameplay was really good. They brought a lot of new, really good combat features and upgrading features that wasn't in the first one, which I actually liked. I think for me personally, like the gunplay wasn't necessarily as tight as the first, and even the third one. The third one improved, but again, I enjoyed it a lot, man. I enjoyed the environment, the background, the enemy types. It was really good. What'd you think? Loved it. Yeah. It was a good game, man. I really enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it a lot. And it's crazy because, again, I finished the first Tomb Raider. I think I 100%ed that game, actually. Found everything in that game. I think I found most things, if not all things, in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Or not Shadow, but Rise of the Tomb Raider. But, man, loved it, man. Loved both of them. I got Glam Gangster into that franchise, too, by the way. She's a huge fan. But when Shadow of the Tomb Raider come out, I was already off of the Xbox, so again I didn't get to play it. And man, it's just so happened. Of course, Stadia comes out and all the games are here, so I'm really excited about that because I have the whole collection now, or the whole trilogy, I guess you can say, on Stadia. So that's amazing, and it plays beautifully, man. Doesn't it look good? I mean, it's crazy how good it looks on this service. What's going on, Chase? Thanks for stopping through. So you've been in a meeting all morning. It's all good. Late to the party. No, it's all good, man. Actually, you're just on time, really. I was telling the guys earlier that, I made an announcement that this segment will now be rearranged a bit. So what I'll do is, I'm gangsta loving the gameplay. That's what's up. What I'll be doing is making this segment more of a, like what I'm doing now is more of a podcast kind of thing where, again, I said I like community. So I wanted to make half of this segment about community and, talking with everyone and talking about different topics and going into maybe even Stadia Source as a news source to get some articles and, bringing people on and we can have conversation and involve chat. But the first half, since it's a 2-hour segment for, Thursday and Friday, I'll do gameplay the first hour, which again, like you didn't have time to jump in. So, I'll just be playing gameplay and people can kind of, come in and we can enjoy watching some games and things of that nature. And, talk a little bit. Second half, which is the second hour, will be, again, shutting the game down, centering in on conversation and getting everybody engaged. And then in the Stadia Super Saturday, since I'll just be doing an hour segment there, I think I'll have like live gameplay footage playing from, past recordings or pre-recorded footage, and then we'll focus more on the conversation and again the community. I think that'll work for the channel, so it's going to be our work for the segment. I'll call it the Stadia Live podcast, if you will. So it'll be, again, gameplay focused and community focused, but allowing those two spaces to exist in the same space, the same time slot. You like that idea? Okay, that's good. I'm glad that is taking well. Again, I said that somebody in my comments had really put me on. They had asked me, that was the first question that was posted on yesterday's podcast, yesterday's Stadia Live. They were like, "Do you have a podcast?" And I was just like, man, I looked back at the footage because, I like to look back and kind of see, how things went with the sound, the volume levels and presentation and everything. And just to, check and see where I need to improve. And I was like, wow, it is kind of like a podcast, if you are, like a, just me speaking and everything. It was a lot more conversation yesterday. I was like, wow, maybe I should do that. And I just kind of, went back and forth on how I should present that, because I do love gameplay, but, and I think you guys do too as well. But this is also very good to have. So yeah, I was like, I'll just split it. I'll just make it to where we can, start it up playing some video games and then have conversation around that. I told him, I was like, thanks for that, man. Come in and tune in. He hadn't hit me in the comments, but maybe he'll watch afterwards, and be able to see, oh yeah, I did that, man. I did that. What's dude's name again? I'm gonna have to go ahead and give him another shout out, because that was really good, yeah, Rick Tone. So if you're watching this after it's been recorded, man, shout out to you, Rick Tone. You had some really good comments in the last the Stadia Live 20. You had some really good comments, and I appreciate that question you had, because it really made me realize I should open it up a bit and just continue to build from there, So yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Good stuff. But what's been going on with you, Chase? What games you been playing, man? What you been focused on, And what you think about the news of what is the games? The Crew 2 and the Division 2 supposedly coming to Stadia by the end of next month. Exactly. Hybrid gameplay podcast segment. That's right. There you go. It's exactly how I looked at it. I was like, you know what? I hadn't seen that before, but I don't know, maybe because it doesn't work. But that's what I like to do. I like to play games. I like to talk. And apparently people like to hear me talk. So we'll just go from there, I've got to do a bit of sound dampening in the room, but I've already ordered some acoustics equipment, or acoustics panels to aid with that, because there's a lot of sound bouncing around in here. Okay, tonight I got to get in Ghost Recon. Cool. Yeah. I hadn't played Ghost Recon in a little while, man. I have been hyper focused on love the game, by the way. You already know that. I've been hyper focused on Rage 2. It's just, man, I locked in. And like I said, I beat the game, but I don't know if that was the end. It was weird. The Division 2. See, I don't know. Ghost Recon has my attention, so I'll probably hold off. Yeah, that's a very good point. There's so much content in Ghost Recon. So, yeah, you got a point there. Yeah. The Crew 2, for sure. I missed out on the whole grid, opportunity, and the price went back up. So I'm definitely not getting it at that price, man. But the Crew 2, I think that's the one for me, man. I could definitely do some Crew 2. I've been excited about that game since its initial launch. I played the Crew, the first one. I really liked it. It wasn't better to me than Horizon, Forza Horizon, but it was definitely a great franchise, and the Crew 2 just improved upon that. So it's a great alternative for me. Chase says, I see it is crazy. For a lot of folks, there isn't enough games. Yeah, that's true. What can you say? It's just good to have a nice library. Some people, even myself included, we don't necessarily complete games. We'll play until a point where we're like, oh, I'm satisfied with it. I'll come back to that, and I want to play something fresh, something new. I kind of need to slow down with that, because my Switch library got so massive. I just have a huge backlog, and some really good games I need to get back into. But then here I am on Stadia, and I'm already, plugging away at building a library here. So it's just like, man, you know what? Let me slow it down. But like I said, the Crew 2 would be a good racing game for me that I can just, stick with and focus on. So I am excited about that. Chariot Man says, I'm setting up Chromecast now. You setting it up now, brother? You setting it up now? I'm going to keep giving you a hard time until I see your name pop up with the invite. You know? Let me stop messing with this guy. But no, seriously, though. That's good news, man. That's good news. He said, I guess the negatives got to me a bit. I totally agree. Tell me about it, Stadia Talk. The negatives got to you a bit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Chariot Man? The negatives. And Chase says, that's exactly my fear. I don't want to have too many games and not enough time. Yeah. I've already got too many games and not enough time. So yeah, I definitely need to just, pump the brakes, man, and just, and I think that's where I continue, where if I focus more on just being able to hang with the community and talk and not so much just on games, through a live stream, then I won't have to try to, kind of keep up with every single game, or whatever. We can then build more of the community and the conversation, just around the platform and games and the news and what's going on in the industry, and just enjoy getting through a game, because then the focus won't just be the game, but it'll be more of just hanging out in the community, which is more of what I'm interested in, building that hanging out and spending time with the community, All from Stadia, those big channels, LOL, listening to them trash Stadia. Oh, okay. So it got to you, and you said you weren't gonna set up your Stadia. Is that so? You were kind of contemplating whether or not you were going to return to Stadia because of kind of the impact that the negative news had on you. Is that what you're saying, Chariot Man? What's up, Patty? Thanks for coming through. Patty says, I think when base drops, everyone will be jumping in, especially the haters. Oh, the haters gonna jump in. The haters are some of the biggest admirers. When they get next to you, they're all like, I don't know what to say. They love you, man. They invest so much time and energy in trying to hate you. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of effort. And Chase is saying, right now I got to focus on Ghost Recon, Destiny 2, and Darksiders. Yeah, I haven't even, I barely made it through Darksiders, Yeah, and Destiny 2 and Ghost Recon, 2 massive games, man. Massive games. Once Cyberpunk hits, I know that I'll eat my time. Oh my God. Oh, you're right. What? Yeah, you're right. What am I doing? I can't get all these guys. I gotta chill out too, man. You're making me. That's why I've been trying to get through Rage 2. I'm like, dude, I have to just focus on a game. And since it's a single player game without any kind of other alternative distractions, I can get through it, And the game is so fun, man. Seriously, if anybody's looking for a good first-person shooter, if you're looking for a good first-person shooter and you haven't already played it, Rage 2, I can't recommend it enough. And I'm talking about strictly gameplay. If you're looking for story and all that, obviously Metro is a really good one for story. But Rage 2 for strictly combat, first-person combat, it's just bar none, man. Bar none. But let's get into it. Yeah, Cyberpunk, man, it's going to eat the time. Yeah, so I want to get those locked down for sure. Yeah, and again, I agree, Patty. Once the bass drops, all them haters gonna be on board, man. Plus Guilt, of course, I said that earlier. Yeah, I gotta try out Guilt too. I wasn't gonna give Guilt a chance, but one of the reasons I wasn't gonna give Guilt a chance, Chase, was because aesthetically, it wasn't appealing to me. But I've played several games that have similar aesthetics, so that's not really fair to say. I really didn't do too much investigating on what the game actually consisted of, and one major reason was because of the guys Tequila Works. Excuse me. They made a game that I was super excited about. I can't remember the name of that game right off the top of my head. Let me pull it up real quick so I don't lose my mind. So I've been having all this conversation and nobody's been able to hear me. Oh my God. You gotta be freaking kidding me. I need to keep my eye on that thing. Let me move this camera real quick. I need to keep an eye on that. How did that happen? This didn't do it. Yeah, that can't mute me. How did that happen? That is scary. That's the second time it did that. Okay. So I just have to keep an eye on that thing, okay? I have to keep an eye on that. This whole time, been talking. What is the last thing y'all heard? I'm over here pouring my heart out to y'all, and don't nobody hear me, y'all. Don't nobody hear me. Now repeat everything I just said. What was that, like a 10-minute stint? Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I know now I'm keeping my eye right on that damn mic situation. I know I had some strip. I was pouring my heart out, Chase. I was pouring my heart out, man. Damn, man. God. Oh my God. Oh man. So did you hear? Okay. So I see, Chase, that you responded to the fact that I was talking about Rhyme as the game that Tequila Works had made. Did you guys hear that part of what I said in reference to that? Oh my God. What is the last thing y'all heard? Oh my God. I was like, he's going in. Oh shit. Dude. And it's funny because I was kind of going, down the chat. I didn't know. It's all good. Yeah, let me know. Okay. He said, whatever you were discussing, man, had some bad. That was the last thing. We can hear you now. And we didn't even hear that. Great. Okay. So then that's cool. I can summarize it up. Oh, you tried to call to get my attention. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I didn't want to, take a call in the middle of me trying to be in the chat, but thank you. Next time, shoot me a message across the screen. I'll get it that way. Thanks, Glam. She tried to save me. It's all good though. Okay, so this is what I'll say. Okay. So you did get all that up until Rhyme, because obviously you replied to that. So, you didn't hear Rhyme? Oh, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm assuming that you did. Okay, so this is what I'll say. About Guilt, I didn't want to give Guilt a chance because of its aesthetic. I didn't think that it would be something that appealed to me, but at the same time, I played games that were familiar with that aesthetic. So that, again, that was not a fair reason to say I wouldn't play it. But the big reason why I didn't want to play it is because of Tequila Works was the brand behind the game. And they made a game that I was really super interested in at the time, which was Rhyme. And I ended up getting Rhyme. Turns out the game was poorly optimized for every platform. So they didn't really do a good job taking care of their game. And that was a beautiful game. Even when I played it, again, like I said, I came from the days of N64, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation. We've seen some pretty crappy graphics, terrible frame rates, and things of that nature. So I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to things like that. But it was just so bad to me that I couldn't really enjoy the game, man. I still have it. I hadn't beaten it, but it's a great game. They just didn't take good care of the game. I don't know if they didn't have the money, the skills, or whatever. So anyway, when I saw that brand, it was just like, I don't trust their quality. That was the big deal for me. But again, people have been playing it. People that I trust in regards to Stadia have been giving it pretty good reviews. Nothing crazy, nothing like, oh, this is the best game ever, but they're like, it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. No complaints about the quality of the actual game itself, like as far as mechanics and frame rate and things of that nature. So it seems to be built up pretty well. They did a good job with that. The game is free at this time for me, so it's like, okay, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. That's what I had to say about that. Let me wrap that up. Let's see what else. What were some of the major things? Oh, Chariot was telling me about how you were having a hard time really going ahead and pressing go on Stadia because I'm checking that button too. I'm checking that mute. I'm making sure that you guys are actually hearing me. Okay. You're having a hard time, because, I mean, and that's the thing, man. Just Chariot Man Gaming's testimony here talks a lot about what, that bullying and that nonsense pushback against a platform because of your own bias can do to a gamer, a person who just wants to enjoy a game. They see something they like. They really think it's going to be a lot of fun. They see people having fun. People they like, that they enjoy. They see them having fun with it. But in this case, he went ahead and got Stadia. He was very excited about it. He shared it on social media, and he had it in his hands, and he's like, man, I really want to play this. But of course, he's going to look at more, information on it and other trusted sources, and he's like, man, like everybody's kind of down in it, man. I don't want to be on something where I'm going to be made fun of, or, it's not gonna get the support. People gonna clown me on it. I don't know if I really want to do that. I'm gonna try something else. Maybe there's something better. And really at the end of the day, you got something good. But people out here not being honest. It can really affect people and how they enjoy their games. But that, like I said to you, Chariot Man, I salute you, man, for going ahead and saying, you know what, man, fuck that, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Sixfold right, man. He all right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing up, man, and get into it, man, because at the end of the day, this is what I like, this is what I want to play, and this is where I want to be. And he said one of the major things is the Stadia community is so positive, and encouraging and embracing, that it made him go ahead and step across that line and say, or get off the fence and say, I'm gonna go ahead and join, because I really like this platform, I really like this community, and I think I'm gonna have a good time here. And that is really cool. So on the flip side of that negativity, the positivity, and how powerful being positive and being honest and being open and getting out there and communicating and talking with each other, it really does do something for people. And I'm glad to, be a contributor to that, and being in a community where that is one of the major things about the community, that people are so very positive and so encouraging. And like I was saying, that's one of the things about the community as to why they're so positive, is because people getting into Stadia at this point in its current state is a very mature decision. It's an adult decision, because you have to kind of pretty much do your research to even really find out about Stadia, because of the way the marketing is for Stadia. You kind of have to be in the know a bit, in the loop, and then when you decide to get it, I mean, what they're asking to invest in, is essentially a paid beta or an early access right now, as it stands. So you have to have a mature and a very, I guess you could say, I had it all together when I was saying it then, but you have to be pretty much aware of what you're getting into. You have to be a conscious consumer or buyer, right? You have to do your research. You have to take your time to understand what it is you're getting into. And so those type of people will be more level-headed, and so that's why you kind of see that. You don't see so many people that are combating the negativity with negative rants and outrage towards those who don't value what we value, right? Because we're thinkers. We have to think about what we're getting into. We have to consider what it is. We have to look at the short game, the long game, and say, okay, I can see what this is. So people are going to be much more considerate, I guess, and that's why you get that kind of positivity, that attitude that you're getting in the Stadia community, because right now it consists majority of adults and mature adults, and that's awesome. I know it's going to change once it opens up, and that's cool. I welcome everybody, but to see the core audience consist of mature adults says a lot, because I mean, it wasn't necessarily that way with the other platforms, when they started. Not trying to diss any platform, but I mean, there's a lot of the core members in other platforms, and I'm sure you can go see a lot of them are pretty just negative in general. Again, not to diss anybody, because there's good people in every community, but again, you see what I'm saying. So that is really cool that that encouraged you. I like that little story bit that I got there from you, Chariot. And again, welcome you to the team, welcome you to the family, and can't wait to see you on, man. That's gonna be awesome. Moving on. I'm having to catch this all up real quick. GeForce Now, 0 games for me, says GeForce Now feels more like a beta than Stadia does. Can't even match Stadia in image sharpness, and the media loves it though. And what I was saying about that in reference to that comment was, you are driving that image quality home. You were like, man, it's blurry. It is not as crisp. They just can't match it. And that's cool, because if it's the truth, it's the truth, and if people are, making, again, that nonsense, just, make real statements, and say, hey, man, this is what it is. It's definitely in more of a beta state. I can see that. It's definitely not presenting the quality that it is. That's the truth. I'm just letting you know what's real. You can make your options. You can pick what you want, but just know what you're getting into, and that's fair to say. But what I had to say to that on a larger scale is, because you were saying like the media loves it though, is two things. You're never going to shoot for the guy behind you. You're going to shoot for the guy in front. Everybody's going to for who's in first, who's on top, So that just lets everyone know that Stadia is number one. Stadia is the one to try to beat. Stadia sets the tone, it sets the standard, it sets the bar. So ultimately, even though it's negative news and it does negatively impact things, and even some people making a decision to get onto the platform because they see how much hate is going towards it. So either they think it must be bad, or I don't want to be on the side of that, that hate or that heat. It still ultimately brings a lot of attention to game streaming as a whole. And normally we wouldn't really be hearing anything else but what the new consoles are doing. The new traditional consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, they're literally about to be out in a few months, and we're definitely hearing news about that. But you're hearing so much more about game streaming, cloud gaming, and even if it's in a negative light, be it negative or positive, you're just hearing so much more about that. So it really kind of shows you the trend is changing, whereas this, it will be eventually kind of dominated once the media blitz happens, when these consoles start to drop their prices and everything like that. But there's just not, in my opinion, there's just not that much news surrounding these consoles, and there usually really is. Anyway, again, it just shows that the trend is changing. And once Stadia comes out with everything, set up well, the base and the game started getting announced, we start to see what the exclusives are, and we got these features lined up, and you're getting more access to the mobile market, where Android is going to be expanded, so you won't have to just play on a Google Pixel. You're going to have more experiences and more options and more people involved and engaged. So the conversation will continue to turn around to a more positive conversation about Stadia itself, and then game streaming and cloud gaming in general. Because as you can see, like the man Chariot Gaming said, you're hearing people being positive who are in the community. So once it gets out, the community expands. You're just going to hear more positivity. So ultimately, talk about game streaming all you want, media, because you're just bringing more attention to the gaming experience that we are all currently enjoying. So keep on talking. And then Patty says, Rage 2 gameplay is amazing. Typical ID software. Yes, love it. It is perfect. And then Doom Eternal, which is another comment you were saying. I was like, yeah, what the hell? Doom Eternal is coming out. I cannot wait. What the hell am I going to do with my life? Because all these games are happening, and I need these games in my life. And then I got the no sound. You got muted. We can't hear you. Good thing I can read lips. The mic out. Can't hear you. I got the phone call. It was a disastrous moment there. Oh my goodness. And then Patty says, okay, it's responding to Zero Games for me. They released GeForce Now with their beta app. Whoa, what happened? With their beta app, I know because I was a beta tester before, right? Yeah, I remember. It's been in beta for 7 years? And they're still not able to compete with Stadia. That just lets you know how far ahead Google is with Stadia. So yeah, they're gonna keep gunning for the king. Still no sound, bro. I imagine he has to repeat everything. Whoa! And what a job it has been. Oh man. Okay, so you guys are laughing at me. Everybody tell me how I can go. I'm going in, and I was so passionate. Y'all can hear me now. Cool. And it definitely does happen, Cherry. That's all good. I ain't tripping, man. It's all good. Let's see. And Glenn, okay, you tried to call me. And then Ryan was technically where you left off, right on. Okay, Cherry Man says he's getting the controller set up. Okay, good deal. Guilt seemed good. That's good to know. Yeah, I should have given it. Because I know you asked me about it. You were like, are you going to get Guilt? And I was like, I don't think it's the game for me, man. I don't think it's the game for me. And really, it was just about how I felt, with Rhyme and their previous efforts. Really, that was really the biggest issue for me with that. So now that it's here, there's really no excuse. I'm definitely going to give it a try. And Guild is a good game, but to be honest, it isn't a proper launch title for Stadia. I would agree with that too. There should definitely have been a game to really wow everyone. It's definitely more of like it would be more like a sleeper, if anything. But that said, I mean, it definitely deserved a little attention. So, it'll definitely get some attention now. But that is definitely a fair assessment. Yeah, nothing earth-shattering, right on, but good story and puzzle game. Fair enough, exactly, and that's fair. Patty says Boulder Gate 3 would be a better choice, but unfortunately that will take time. Right on. You know it. I didn't want to talk, and I didn't want to wait until February for sure. Yeah, I got that comment, and that's fair. Chase says that's it. Community and strong community helps folks see positives. Absolutely. Chase also says, also being 100 on something versus being biased one way or the other helps. Absolutely. You got to talk about the positives and the negatives. That way you can give a person an opportunity to make a sound decision, and just get a good feel for what's really happening, and that's it, man. That's all there is to it. Excuse me. Patty says, yes, I feel that player base is definitely more mature than on Xbox. Ooh, called out Xbox. Hey, man, what can I say, man? I can't necessarily disagree with you on that one. And since you just went ahead and threw it out there, the thing that makes that very obvious is, or I guess to say, to I guess support that statement, a lot of the Xbox gamers, when they came in, they were teenagers, and preteens and teenagers. So you had a lot of the super shit talking and thinking that they're grown and trying to get away with stuff and everything. So, and it was the first time you had, chat and all that or whatever. So, the core of that audience was that's what it was all about, was talking shit, slurs, disrespecting people, and that was the core of the audience, which we're creating a very different core here. That is very important because that stems out. I mean, it's 2020 now, and Xbox still has that same core. And even Microsoft has really worked hard to try to get away from that. If you've noticed, a lot of the games that they're developing, a lot of the ways they're attacking their online service, their chats and everything like that, they're really trying to disband that group and trying to create a new core audience. They're really trying to do that. Honestly, I mean, look at the games that they're developing. They're not making games that appeal to that core audience. Even myself, if there's games that I'm just not interested in that they're making, again, not to say they won't be good games. They may be great games, but it just doesn't appeal to me right away. So, I mean, again, that's going to steer me in another direction, and maybe I'll give it a chance if it becomes easily available, free, cheap. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, Xbox definitely had a core that was, what can I say? You also watch the desktop sound too. Okay, make sure that doesn't go out. But yeah, that's true. The core is everything, man. The core is everything. Picking your avatar now. Okay, you let me know with every step you're going through. That's right. Let me know every step. I need to make sure that's actually happening right now, bro. Right now. You have it done before this certain time. No, I'm messing with you, man. That's what's up. Patty says GeForce Now is in beta for 7 years. Yes, and still is. Exactly. And it's just not even on the level, Like I said, man, with GeForce Now, or what NVIDIA's best bet is for that infrastructure, is to do what they did with their what they call those things. God damn, I can't remember those things, but what they did with the Switch, basically, they gave the technology that they used in their I forget what they call those things, the TV things that they had to play games on. Put that technology in the Switch, and now the Switch is basically the same technology, but it's taken off. Use this same technology with Nintendo and the Switch. Offer a streaming service for Nintendo gamers that's included in their online subscription. Jesus, Add that in there, and then continue to build, because they'll definitely earn some money. Maybe they can make it a plus subscription, so you pay a little extra and you get it. But right now, what it is right now, I just don't see it really taking off to the next level. The only thing that changed is that they want money now. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Woo! It looks like I caught up with everything. Wow. Isn't that something? But this was a good first, organized Stadia Live podcast, where we do the gameplay in the first hour and the conversation in the second hour. I know now I have to continue to watch that mic, because for some reason it wants to fuck with me when I'm trying to, focus primarily on having a conversation. But man, this has been fun, and we've reached about the hour mark, man. If you guys enjoyed this, man, definitely make sure again to hit the like button, so that way these videos are noticed by others in the community. I know pretty much you guys have already subscribed, but if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified for more videos like this. I'll be doing these again every Thursday, Friday, and Stadia Super Saturday, Super Stadia Saturday. And I do them all starting at 10 a.m. Central Time. Thursday, Friday, I end at 12 a.m., or I guess you could say p.m. And on Stadia Super Saturday, I'll have that end at 11 a.m. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, thanks for it. Thanks for the podcast. That's what's up. I'm all set. I have mines all the way until May. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good way to wrap up the show, man. You set up. See that? By the beginning of the show, he started his setup, and by the end of the show, he's a Stadian. Man, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I really enjoyed doing this. I look forward to this new format. I'm gonna go ahead and change up some of the graphics and change the name of the show. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. I really, really, really do. And I look forward to tomorrow, because I'll be doing my first giveaway tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in. And again, the prerequisite is that you guys have to be in the chat, talking and having conversation. We got to be engaging. Otherwise, if it's cold out there and I don't see the love, then we ain't doing no giveaways. All right. So you guys keep on being awesome. Keep talking with each other. Keep being cool. And keep letting me know if my mic mutes on me, okay? Because I cannot be sitting here talking to myself. Man, until next time, you guys, keep it gaming. Peace. And Chariot, hit me up. Make sure to send me that invite. We're going to get in the game. Before I leave for the day, we're going to get in the game. It's going to be offline, but we're going to get in the game, all right? All right, peace, y'all.